UFC 240 next Saturday at Rogers Place in Edmonton with featherweight champ Max Holloway defending his belt against Frankie Edgar. Former featherweight champ Chris Cyborg taking on Felicia Spencer in the co-main events on pay-per-view in both English and Spanish. That starts at 10 Eastern. To order the main card, go to espnplus.com/pay-per-view. Be sure to download the app if you're watching on your mobile device. ESPN Deportes will have the prelims starting at 8 Eastern. ESPN football analyst Marcus Spears, Booger McFarland hanging out here today. We're having a good time. Your boys Stephen A. and Max will be back here tomorrow. Guys, with the majority of NFL camps opening up this week, ESPN.com writer Bill Barnwell gave us 7 don't be surprised if topics to contemplate. So let me know what you think. A little rapid fire here. We're going to hit some of these. So following a trade, Amari Cooper caught 53 balls for 725 yards and 6 touchdowns in only 9 games for the Cowboys. Booger, would you be surprised if Amari Cooper's touchdowns dried up?
Yes, because if they dry up, that means that Dak is struggling and the offense is struggling. So I think that Amari is going to be better. I think Dak's going to be better. I think the Cowboys have to be on a short list of favorites in the NFC. So, yeah, I think Amari is going to have double-digit touchdowns this year.
All right.
Yes, he's going to ball out. I mean, Amari desperately need in San Francisco. And that's what Booger talked about earlier, the ability to say this guy can get us there if we get him the ball. So, yeah, he needs to be.
Yeah, I'd definitely be surprised without him. But with him, you couple him, Jerick McKinnon, Kyle Shanahan, what they brought in defensively. If you gave me one team, Molly, that's off the radar that could make some noise in the National Football League, I'm taking the 49ers. I believe in what Kyle Shanahan is doing. His play calling, like it's a golden age right now of play callers, where guys that can change and put players in position to make plays. And I think Kyle Shanahan is one of the best.
All right. Chicago Bears, guys, intercepted 27 passes last season, thanks in large part to the pass rushing of who? Khalil Mack. Chicago led the league in interceptions in total takeaways with 36, 5 more than any other team. Booger, will you? Right?
Yeah, since he still needs pass rush out there. Yes, I think that their turnover rate is going to actually go down. The players are the same, okay? I think they've upgraded the safety position. But the guy that called the defense is gone. Vic Fangio is now in Denver. And to me, it's not just about the pieces. It's about putting those pieces in the right position at the right time. And Vic Fangio has proven he can do that in San Francisco. Came to Chicago. He's done that. Now he's going to do it in Denver. So I think Chicago is going to suffer a little bit without Fangio.
I know this is like not juicy. It's not going to nosedive. It won't be the same numbers, but a nosedive means probably half of what they did last year. Too many good players on this defense for it to take a nosedive.
They do have good players.
I'd be surprised if it takes a nosedive in the turnover category. And Khalil Mack still play for them when you check your phone just now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
all right, cool. But that'd be all right.
Real quick, sorry, this isn't part of Bill Barnwell, but I just want to know as a football fan. NFC North, who do you have winning it?
NFC North, Minnesota, Chicago. Right now, you can flip a coin. Minnesota's the most talented team. But I don't know if I trust Kirk Cousins. I'm going to go with Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about Patrick Mahomes earlier in the show, guys.
Yeah,
he does.
All right.
Matt Nagy, another great play caller.
MVP threw 50 touchdown passes last season. No one picking Rodgers. Despite his stellar numbers, Mahomes completed only 50% of passes traveling 20 or more yards in the air with open receivers. The league completed 62% of those similar throws. Marcus, will you be surprised if Mahomes is actually better on those deep balls?
I won't be surprised if he's better on deep balls. Look, a year experience of actually playing. We talked about the leap that he took with the ability to sit behind Alex Smith. I will not be surprised. Mahomes' ceiling is probably as high as we've seen since Aaron Rodgers. when you talk about talent level. So I won't be surprised if he improves on deep balls. And if he does improve on deep balls, everybody else can just go get on a boat somewhere and go on vacation.
Go home.
I feel like we're at a point with Patrick Mahomes in only his third year where I think the bar is set at a level that he's going to have a tough time getting to 50, like the touchdowns and winning the MVP again and throwing the no-look passes. We had him in Denver on Monday night. He threw the no-look pass and took the world by storm.
Yeah.
You mean because with more tape on him?
No, not because of more tape, but what does he have to do to live up to that again? Like, he's got to do that again. He could come out this year, Molly, and they could be 12-4. He could throw 38 touchdowns and 7 picks. Those numbers don't even come close to what he did last year.
Yeah.
He could be better, but the numbers won't show it.
Yeah.
So I feel like from a statistical standpoint, he set the bar so high that they may be a better team, and I think he'll be a better player, but he's going to have a hard time getting to those numbers again.
You have him going to the Super Bowl?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Yeah, just double checking, seeing if you switched things up by the end of the show.
Did Belichick and Brady retire during the show? Did I miss that?
No.
Gronk did.
They did.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. All right. Patriots running back. Thank you for that segue. Sony Michel rushed for over 900 yards, 6 touchdowns during the regular season before adding another 336 playoff yards with 6 more scores during New England's Super Bowl run last year. Marinate on all that. He was placed on the physically unable to perform list to start camp following an off-season knee scope. Booger, will you be surprised if Sony Michel breaks out this season?
Yes, because in New England, everything is done by committee. He's not going to get, in order to have a breakout season, that means you got to get a lot of touches.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He's not going to get a lot of touches. He's going to get enough touches, but you also got
Burkhead.
Burkhead. You got all the other guys that are going to be there. So he's going to get his, and in crucial moments, he's going to be there. They want him healthy at crunch time. He missed some time last year. So breakout season, no, but he's still going to be really, really good.
I wouldn't say anything different, so I'm not going to even go into I agree totally.
Okay.
Like, this is never – New England Patriots have never been about MVP-type guys other than Tom Brady.
Yeah. All right. Ravens quarterback. I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about this, guys. Lamar Jackson led the Ravens to a 6-1 record after taking over for Joe Flacco in the starting lineup. During his 7 starts, Jackson averaged 17 carries per game, which beat the previous record of 10 carries per game by Bobby Douglas. That was back in 72. Booger, will you be surprised if Lamar's running workload is reduced?
I would be shocked because I think he has to run the football. Mark, you said earlier in the show that you have to allow Cam Newton to do what he does best, which is run the football. Molly, right now the best thing that Lamar Jackson does is run the ball. Like, he's getting better as a passer, but he's nowhere near where he needs to be where he can stop running. So he's going to have to run. Otherwise, you may as well find another starting quarterback. Like, he has to run in order to be a competent NFL starting quarterback right now.
Let me call it time.
He has to.
Segment. All right. Because I saw Lamar Jackson at the end, and he struggled. Can he even be a competent NFL quarterback, period? Guys, it got ugly. It was like he couldn't even throw the ball.
He can, and oftentimes you make your biggest jump in the league between year 1 and year 2. So there's no doubt he's been working on his weaknesses.
Yeah.
But at some point, even if you go back to Louisville when he played there, the best thing he did was throw the deep ball down the game. So we'll see how that goes. But I'd be shocked if he doesn't carry it more, just because I don't know if his passing is going to be at the level where it needs to be where he doesn't.
He's one of those players, you play his style till it don't work no more. And
but is it ever gonna work?
Coincidentally, it just hadn't worked ever, other than with one guy, the big fella down there in Carolina. He's the only one that has toted the note for an extended period of time. And yes, Cam has dealt with his injuries, but he's sustained those blows because he's built different than all of these guys that run. You remember when RG3 lit the world on fire?
Yes.
And then he got caught by Haloti Nada?
Yes.
And he never was the same?
That man had to learn to slide.
He had to learn to slide. So, look, Lamar Jackson is a different athlete, right? He's the new Michael Vick. But it's been proven that guys that don't stand there and deliver the ball are going to get injured at some point.
Yep.
And that's the only problem I have with Lamar Jackson.
And can he even really be compared to Cam? Because Cam's got a better arm.
No, not right now. I wouldn't dare.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do it. I wouldn't dare do it. But when you talk about athletic ability,
he has.
yes, for sure. So
Ravens going to do anything?
he's just not big enough.
Ravens, no. Listen, they're going to play defense. They've made a lot of changes on that football team. Earl Thomas has come in. I want to see how he's going to play. I have a hard time believing in this offense and this team currently as constructed. I love Harbaugh. I love John Harbaugh. To me, he's one of the better coaches in the National Football League.
No doubt.
They've committed. Big thing no one talks about. Ozzie Newsome is out. New GM is in. So how the program is ran is going to be a little different, a little tweak. I'm interested to see where they go going forward. They're all in on Lamar Jackson. This is a new age in Baltimore. Flacco's now in Denver. That's going to be key, how this current regime tailors this team, because we know how they were built before. Now, how are they going to be built behind Lamar Jackson? Because, Molly, when you go and when you dedicate your team to a quarterback that plays this way, you change everybody in the organization.
Yeah.
Okay? Think about when
Totally different style quarterback.
Think about when Denver had Tebow. They changed everybody in the organization. Is it going to work long term? I think the jury's still out on that.
New day in Denver, too. All right, I got one more for you guys. Finally, last year, Chargers, Melvin Gordon averaged over 5 yards per carry, the highest average of his 4-year career. He also amassed